y'all? Welcome to a new travel vlog. So we are officially here in Austria. We are in Vienna. I was just in Germany, in Munich, so I was like, why not hop on the train, head on over to Vienna, see what it's hitting for. So here we are. Very random, but just wanted to check it out here for a few days. I'm here for like 4 days. They're known for their like classical music and art here. Not into classical music at all, but I am very much into art, architecture, all of that. So looking forward to seeing what it's like. So yeah, I'm gonna chill out for a while. We have some tours scheduled. So yeah, we'll see what it's like here in Vienna.
Somebody gonna match my streak. I ain't got nothing underneath. Somebody gonna match.
What up, y'all? Good morning. I have on this hat, this stupid looking hat, because I need to block the sun, child. It is hot. The sun is beaming. Randomly, I am in Budapest right now. So I am in Hungary. I always thought it was Hungary, but my tour guide keeps saying Hungary. But he also is from Colombia and got an accent, so I don't know. But he keeps saying Hungary. But that's where we are at the moment. Took a day trip over here because it's very close to Austria. So yeah, just walking around, checking out the sights and all of that. But yeah, it is significantly hotter than Austria for sure. But yeah, cool so far. Just checking things out. Definitely want to explore nearby areas as much as I can, because it's not like it's a whole lot to do in Austria. So I thought, why not take a day trip, head on over to Budapest, see what it's hitting for. So here we are. So yeah, we're gonna see what today brings.
You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time to make you pay. 30-day trial before I make my mind that it's a waste. Trials and tribulations. Child. Kissing in Paris, I guess we could do it in France.
So I'm noticing the theme of this city. It's a lot of art, architecture, statues, things like that. So it's pretty much what this city entails. Which is cool. I feel like Austria is gonna be like that as well. I haven't explored Austria yet, but I'm feeling like it's gonna be the same thing for the most part. Go on, buddy. Ain't 20v1, this a 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. I just reacted to that, that performance, so it's fresh in my head. But yeah, a lot of senior citizens as well. They love this city, apparently. The tourists are like primarily the elderly. No shade, just an observation. I don't mind the elderly. They're cool. Can I cross here?
She got me wildin' now. Rory Italian, child for now, child. Yeah, she make it shake, bringing that bait till the bait break. Wow. Yeah. Crazy how you managed to make me into a sponsor. You got me paying for
Hungarian flag, period. Or Hungarian. That's what my tour guide keeps saying. It's always interesting visiting new places and hearing how people who live there pronounce the country, the city. Because I be saying shit wrong and I hear how they say it. But then some of the time it's like you don't know if you're just saying it incorrectly or if it's just their accent. Because sometimes it's their accent. And they'll say that, like, okay, with our accent, it sounds like this, but when you guys say it, it sounds like that. And it's like, technically, they're both correct, per se. But sometimes you're just blatantly wrong. I remember when I went to Mykonos, when I went to Greece, before I got there, I was calling it Mykonos for the longest. And they were like, bitch, Mykonos? I'm like, why are you saying it like that? I was like, my bad. Okay, I'm at this restaurant that my tour guide recommended. They got us sitting outside. It's hot. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I take the plate?
It's hot as hell, but they're spraying us with mist. They're spraying us with water with a fan to help keep us cool. but it's hot as hell in Budapest. Hot, hot.
So I'm pulling up the chair and I'm pulling up my hair. Baby, I think you were made for me. Somebody write down the recipe. Been trying hard not to overeat. You're just so sweet.
Bro, I'm not even hungry, but I gotta go in one of these shops and order something just to seek shelter. Lord, I might have to go into one of these ice cream shops or something because your girl is struggling. Help.
And I could never get enough. I could buy you so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush.
I quite literally just had the best sorbet I've ever had in my entire life. It was so fire, and to think I didn't even want it. I was like, I don't even feel like eating this, but I need to escape this heat. But it was so good. I had 2 cups. I wanted to get a third, but I was like, this is feeling too fat, so let me get up out of here. But it was so good. Oh, that was good. That makes me want to go back to LA and look up some sorbet places with some lemonade sorbet. Oh, it was so perfect. But now I'm gonna have to pee, and I don't have no money, bro, for the toilets. Well, I don't have their currency, to be specific. That's the thing about a lot of the bathrooms here. You have to pay to use the public bathrooms. And say what you want about American bathrooms and how dirty they are, blah blah blah, but at least you ain't gotta pay. At least you could go somewhere and pee for free. But here, you gotta pay to use the goddamn bathroom, bro. And I ain't got no change on me. So, had all that damn sorbet. And now I'm assed out. I'm gonna have to pee soon. But y'all, I've seen enough of Budapest. I'm ready to get back in this van and head to Austria because this heat is exhausting. And it's funny because Austria don't feel nothing like this. But granted, Budapest is like a 3.5 hour drive away. So we did drive a bit to get here. But child, alright y'all, I'm back at my hotel. It has been a very long day. That tour was a full 12 hours long. A lot of these tours I've been on have been 12 hours, okay? But it's good because we get to see a lot, so it works out, but damn, it's exhausting. So yeah, very long day in Hungary. Or I'm gonna just say Hungary because that's just what feels natural to me, and that's what I feel like I've been hearing all my life. But I promise, my tour guide kept saying Hungary, like he said it 50 million times, so I kept hearing that. But once again, maybe that was just his particular accent, because like I said, that is a thing. And that reminds me of when I was in Japan, in Hiroshima, the locals kept saying Hiroshima. So I start saying like, okay, I guess that's the proper way to say it. But my tour guide was like, that's just how we say it because this is our accent. Like we have a very flat accent. That's just how it sounds when we pronounce it because this is how we talk. But it's okay for you guys to say Hiroshima because, you know, that's how you pronounce it in your accent. But anyway, it's been a great day, you know, nonetheless. Very long, but a great day. I definitely enjoyed my time in Budapest. But yeah, we're going to shower, record some videos, all that, and then get ready for day two. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow.
Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only roll like once. Life moves fast and you know what you want.
Good morning. It is the next day. I'm about to go on a tour. It's currently raining at the moment. This is something that I don't like about Europe, actually, is the rainy weather in the summer. It's just such a foreign concept to me, and I'm just like, why? This also happened last year when I came to Europe around my birthday in July. It rained in multiple countries that I visited last year, and it's now raining here in Vienna. So hopefully it calms down as the day progresses. It also rained a bit when I was in Munich. Just for a second though, and then it stopped. But still, it's like, bro, it's the summertime. What's happening on this continent? North America would never. Anyway, so yeah, just waiting for the tour to start. And yeah, we'll see what today brings.
Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no baby. In the meantime, it's not going well. It's some me time. Let me know what you want.
Okay, so we are at a pit stop right now. We're getting a bathroom break, but we are definitely in the countryside as of now. And our tour guide said that apparently Vienna is one of the most unfriendly cities in the world. And I was like, what? And interestingly enough, I kind of got into it with this girl that's on this tour with me. I mean, I don't want to say got into it. It wasn't like that deep, but she literally like comes and stands directly in front of me with her back to me. Like literally right in front of me to the point where I'm now looking at the back of her head. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? So I'll move around her and stand directly in front of her. And I was like, bro, that's hella rude. And she moved to the side. She's with like a couple people, and she's like, oh, what was the problem? I was like, the problem is you're rude. You stood right in front of me. Like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I don't know what she was saying. She started speaking another language. But I'm like, okay, I ain't got nothing else to say anyway. This conversation is over. So I stopped talking to her, and she's like talking to the couple people that she's with in another language. I'm sure talking shit. But I don't know what the fuck they was saying, so I don't care. But I'm like, girl, get out my way. But I don't know if she is from Austria though, because she's on this tour, but that don't actually mean anything. I've definitely been on tours where locals have come along as well. So maybe she's from Austria, maybe not, I don't know. But I'm like, girl, get the fuck on. Get from around me. But yeah, she said that Vienna is one of the most unfriendliest cities. I was like, oh, I didn't know that, but we'll see. I haven't really spent a lot of time in Vienna. I was just in Budapest yesterday, but I will update y'all. Fingers crossed everything goes well. I don't want to slap nobody. Okay, so we just arrived to this location with a really pretty lake. Looks really nice over here. The sun is out, so that's great, because it was raining pretty hard back in Vienna. But here along the countryside is definitely more sunny, so hopefully it stays like this. But yeah, it looks really nice over here. It's lovely.
And I ain't worried about them. Girl, you all that I see. And I am who I am. And I be where I be. If you ever hit me on the late night, I'll give you a clear mind. Might give you some insight. I'll share my world with you. If you're gonna waste your time, waste your time with me. I mean honestly, open your eyes and see. If you're gonna waste your time with me, waste your time with me.
Alright y'all, so we are now in this small village called Hallstat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Very lovely, small little town. They also have a skywalk area, so I'm about to walk up there. And you can like view the whole town from a high vantage point, so that should be cool. So let's go.
Work by 9, then I'll past 5. And they work my nerves, that's why I cannot sleep at night. Motivation, I'm looking for a new foundation, yeah. And I'm on that new vibration. I'm building my own foundation, yeah. Hold up, oh baby, baby, you won't break my soul. 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 Everybody, everybody.
Release your mind, release your job, release the time, release your trade, release the stress, release the love, forget the rest.
I'm on the boat right now. Okay. We're on the water. It's cool here for the most part, but people just don't understand personal space, and that's irritating me. Like these people behind me right now, there's so much space on this boat that they could go, but they're right on top of me. This girl just bumped into my shoulder and like, oh, sorry. Why are you as close to me is the question. That's the question. So that's something I'm struggling with. All today I've been struggling with it, okay? I've been bumped 50 million times by people just in my space. Personal space people. And I could say if it's so crowded to where we're like packed like sardines and there's nowhere to go, but that's not even the case usually. It's like, oh, it's hella space over here, but you breathing down my neck. Anyway, we're on the water. Okay, after this boat cruise, then we'll be heading back to Vienna. But it's really pretty over here, really nice scenery. I'm enjoying it for the most part. The people here, they seem irritated, like the workers. Hello there, Editing D popping in real quick to give some commentary. As you guys can see, these people are mugging the hell out of me. and I didn't notice it in the moment because I was just looking at the camera lens, but they look pissed. And I'm not sure if it's because they didn't want to be on camera. But that doesn't make a lot of sense to me because I was there first. For further context, I was sitting there already with my camera out filming myself. So I would think if someone doesn't want to be on camera, they wouldn't directly walk in front of an area that is being recorded. Like that doesn't make any sense. You already see me sitting there with my camera out talking to myself. So if you don't want to be on camera, why are you standing right in front of my camera? Especially when there is other space to go. Like you guys will see in a second, I end up just getting annoyed and moving to another side of the boat just to get away from them. Cause I was so appalled. Like, why are y'all so close to me? When we have so much space on this boat, they were literally within a couple inches of me. And I'm like, what is happening? Like I said, the woman bumped me a couple times and I was just getting so frustrated. And obviously it's a public space. I cannot dictate where people go. I cannot tell them to move. They can be wherever they like. So that's why I ended up just removing myself and moving to another side of the boat. But yeah, let's be clear. They are on camera because they walked right in front of my camera. So they want to be on camera. But to be fair, they're probably mugging me because I was talking so much shit. So they probably, I'm sure they heard me. They were so close. They had to have heard me. So that's probably why they were mugging me, because I was talking shit. So fair. They can mug all they like. It's fine. Fair, but I get it because my tour guide was telling me that this town has like 750 people, like locals who live here, but they get like 10,000 tourists a day. Like imagine how annoying that would be with tourists swarming, you know, your town. So I get why they would be annoyed. I mean, there were a couple people who were nice to me, but for the most part, they seem like they're like really short. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. Had to put my hoodie back on. It's a little chilly out here. The weather is so perfect though. Like it's cloudy, which I actually prefer, because if it was too sunny, the sun would be beaming down too heavy, and then that would be uncomfortable. But this is very comfortable. It's very, you know, relaxing, chill little cruise on the lake. So I like it. And they actually have the option to rent your own boat and drive yourself. And they were just letting anybody like run a boat. And I'm like, what? Like, you don't need no license for this? Like, huh? But maybe they do it differently here, apparently. Because I feel like in the States, you need a license or something. Am I making that up? I feel like I've heard of a boat license. Or am I thinking of SpongeBob? I know he needed his boat license, which he failed several times. But I feel like that's a thing. I don't think I'm making that up. I think in the States you need some type of certification in order to operate a boat. But here they just like, here you go. People of all ages. I'm like, what? I saw this dude get his boat, and he was probably like 19. I was like, bruh, I don't think I want to do this. And then, I don't know, just the idea of that is kind of scary, because, I don't know, what if I get stuck or something? I just don't want to take that chance. and I can't swim. It's just not giving now. So I was like, nah. I'm gonna just get on the cruise. Let me pay for that. So that's what I did. But we chilling now. You know, people have moved around a bit. As you can see, lots of space. Crazy. Again, not even hella people on this cruise for them people that have been breathing down my neck like that. I'm sorry, but I was appalled. I'm just like, ain't no way y'all this close to me. To where the girl was bumping into me, knocking me in the head and shit. I'm like, I'm trying to remain cool, but bro, this is wild. You know, so that's something that I definitely noticed while traveling, is that some cultures and some people just don't have respect for personal space, and that is my biggest pet peeve. Like, that will make me spaz out. There are not too many things that'll make me go off, but that's one of them. Because it feels like such a violation for you to be all up on me, especially when there's space for you to go elsewhere, you know? So there's that. But anyway, we're good now. I can breathe now. It's been really nice here though. And hallstat. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you.
Put me on display.
Girl, you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you come to head. I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you, you know exactly what to do. You put that vibe inside of me and make me love just to dream. And I like it.
Hi, what's up, y'all? Good morning. So I had a lovely day yesterday in Hallstat for the most part. It was really nice. Really beautiful place. I didn't get back here till like 9 p.m. last night though. Crazy. It was pretty far away. So took a while to get there and to get back. But yeah, this is actually my last day in Austria. So about to go have breakfast, and then I also need to wash my clothes. So I'm going to find a laundromat, and then I have a walking tour later. So I'm gonna go on that, explore the city a bit more, check out some of the art. So I'm excited to see that. So yeah, let's get up and go.
That's why, that's why.
Alrighty, so I put my clothes in the wash. Wasn't too bad. It was €7 to wash a load of clothes. Pretty much all my clothes that were dirty. And then I'm gonna have to dry it probably for another few dollars. Not bad at all. But now I'm just walking around. I don't want to just sit in there. So just exploring for the next 50 minutes or so while my stuff is washing. So yeah, we're just gonna explore the area. My tour guide yesterday told me that Sundays are a bit dead because a lot of things are closed on Sundays for like religious purposes or something like that. So that's whack, because I do have a walking tour scheduled later on. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I guess we'll see. But Vienna looks really dope. They have a lot of like graffiti and street art, which is so cool. I love street art. Like when I was in Brazil, they had so much as well. That was like so cool. So I'm interested in walking around and getting shots of the street art, plants, flowers, of course, my favorite thing to record, get some drone shots, all that. So yeah, should be a good day. Okay, we are now in this central area in Vienna. A lot of people over here, a lot of shops. I'm about to meet up with my tour guide right now, and we're gonna go on a walking tour. So we'll see how that is. Mozart?
I know the whole story already.
Yeah, she talked about him yesterday.
Okay, absolutely don't care about this.
I don't care about the story, but it's very beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know how sticky it get, ayy. You know how sticky it get, ayy. You know how sticky it get. Phone hanging on my neck. The bracelet matches a set. My brother name is $10. Stop all that back and forth over the net. My mama wish I would've went corporate. She wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprinters to Quebec. Chérie, où est mon bec? They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the Met. You know I gotta bring the set. You know I gotta bring the G block. You know I gotta bring the D block. Cause you know how sticky it get.
But even like my Uber drivers and stuff, they've been very nice.
Yeah, because they're not Viennese.
All right, y'all, so we are heading out. We are now departing from Vienna, about to hop on a train and go on over to the next country, see what it's like. So when I am at my next location, I will wrap up this vlog and let y'all know what I thought about it. But yeah, it's been cool so far. I learned some interesting things about Vienna. Apparently Hitler was born and raised here completely. He didn't move to Germany till he was like in his mid-20s. So he's an Austrian, or he was an Austrian this whole time and trying to claim German roots. Nah, so he was a fraud. He was a fake. He was a hood hopper, apparently. But yeah, that was interesting to know. And of course, they love Mozart here. They always talk about him, want to give us history about him. I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, a lot of famous composers came to visit Vienna, came to live here to work on their musical talents or whatever. Music is huge here. And yeah, art and whatnot. So it's been really cool looking at all of the art here. It's been beautiful. So I think I would come back here, to be honest, just because I feel like there's so much more art to see. So yeah, I could see myself coming back. But anyway, gotta pack up my stuff and get up out of here. Alright, y'all, so I am back home, of course, but I just want to wrap up this vlog and go over my time in Austria. So I did have a good experience for the most part. So in Vienna specifically, the architecture and art there, exquisite, stunning, lovely. So highly recommend just based on that alone. The street art was super dope as well. I really loved how some of the buildings were constructed. Very unique, very cool. I also had a Vienna sausage while I was there. It's always so cool when you hear of certain foods and certain places that are associated with certain cities all your life, but then you finally travel to that place and then experience that thing in that city. So it was just cool. And the sausage itself, it wasn't even that great. It was all right. But that wasn't the point. It was the fact that I'm eating a Vienna sausage in Vienna. I was like, this is lit. So that was cool. Also, if I go back, I would definitely hit up a classical concert. So Vienna is known for their classical music, like it's a big thing there, and I didn't go to one just because I was only there for a few days and I wanted to allocate that time to things that I actually enjoyed. And I don't listen to classical music at all ever, so that's why I didn't bother. But if I were to go back, given that I've already done the things that I wanted to do, you know, it would be like, why not? Let's check it out. We're here. You know, they're known for their classical music. Just to have that experience, I'll do it. You know, it'll be that type of thing. But, you know, if you're into classical music, they have lots of concerts there. So, you know, it's something to look into. But yes, the people. So Vienna is apparently one of the most unfriendly cities in the world. I did not know that prior to going. I only started hearing people say that when I got there, and I was like, oh shit. But they're usually on these lists of the unfriendliest cities in the world, not just in Europe, in the world. So I was like, But I didn't personally have too many bad experiences with the people there, but I feel like that is probably because I was encountering like people in service and people at my hotel and like other tourists. Those are the people I was mainly interacting with, and my tour guide definitely reminded me of that, because when we were talking about it, you know, and I told him like, yeah, you know, I haven't really had a bad experience with people been nice to me. He like, cause you're not talking to real Viennese people. Like, you know, he like, we're rude here. Like, nah, you need to encounter some natives. Like, I've been here all my life. Trust me, like, people are rude here. And I was like, oh, okay. I believe you. And I think it's so funny that they call themselves Viennese. Like, obviously it makes sense, but I just think it's funny because it's so close to Vietnamese people. But yeah, overall, the people were cool, except for the day I went to Hallstat. So I feel like I am primarily to blame, though, for my experience that day. The whole day, I was mildly annoyed the entire day. And it started from that morning. Like when I told you guys, I was literally just chilling, looking around at the sights. Wow, this is such a pretty city.
minding my business, and this woman comes and stands directly in front of me to the point where her head was blocking damn near my entire viewpoint. Like, she was so close to me. The heels of her shoes were damn near touching the tips of my toes. Like that, she was so close. And I'm like, who does this? Like, why would you just come right here and stand directly in front of me to where I'm now looking at the back of your goddamn head? But instead of just walking away like I should have and been like, okay, this bitch is weird, whatever, I'm gonna move on, I'm gonna stand in front of you. You know, I just walked around her and stood directly in front of her. Okay, now I got my viewpoint back, because, bitch, what are you even doing? I shouldn't have even done that, because then she's like, oh, what's the problem? And we had that little back and forth, and that set the tone for the rest of my day. I kid you not, that kept happening over and over and over again. And I'm a firm believer that the energy that you put out there is the energy that you're going to get back. And my day reflected that. I feel like I let that get under my skin, and I kind of leaned into that irritation, and that just became my experience the whole day. And the biggest problem with that was that these people had space. Like, there was space for them to move around. Like, as y'all can see in the clips, like, there's walking space. Nobody needs to be on top of anybody. It's not like Kyoto, for example, or even Tokyo. Like, the clips I showed y'all from those vlogs, we're like packed like sardines. We shoulder to shoulder. So people was all up on me in those cities, but I didn't complain not once, because obviously they don't have no choice. They ain't got nowhere to fucking go. Like, we're packed in this bitch, you know, walking these streets. But that was not the case in Hallstat. So people were just close to me for no reason, to where I'm just like, bro, back up. Like, I'm in line, breathing down my neck. Like, I should not feel your hot ass breath on my neck. Like, it was situations like that, and I just kept getting more and more irritated. And then, you know, when I got on the boat, bro, those people, not only were they so close to me, but the lady knocked me in the fucking head because she was so close. I'm just like, bro. So I was just getting more and more annoyed. Like, I didn't blow up on anybody or anything, but I just had this constant buzz of annoyance throughout my day. And I was laughing as I was editing, because there's one particular clip where I'm like, you know, getting low, recording with my camera, trying to get certain shots, and you can hear me in the clip say, bro, get away from me. Because there was this guy who was walking and just chose to stop, when I tell you, directly next to me, and start drinking his drink, and was looking at me like, what you doing? Like, I'm like, bro, get away from me. What are you doing? Space, free space everywhere. But he just chose to just be right there on me. So I'm just like,
Girl, move.
you know, it was pissing me off, and I let it piss me off. So that is where I went wrong. I should have just brushed everything off and just like, anyway, this place is so beautiful. I'm just gonna focus on, you know, the sights here. I wish I would have done that, because in hindsight, I feel like I didn't fully get to enjoy the town as much as I wanted, because I had that mild buzz of irritation the whole day. But like I said, it just kept happening. But, you know, it wasn't a big deal. It's not like it ruined my day or anything. Like, it wasn't that deep. I wasn't fuming or anything, but I still was mildly annoyed. So I was just like, damn, I hate that I even let that taint my experience to any degree. Even though it was minor, I still wish that I wouldn't have fed into that energy. But I learned my lesson, okay? Keep this in mind for my next vlog. Keep it in mind, because what did I learn? But yes, I feel like Central to Eastern Europe, they're different, okay? Western Europe people, Europe period, people just are not the kindest, okay? They're pretty blunt, I feel like, overall, from my experience. But yeah, once you start getting towards like Central and Eastern Europe, it's a different ballgame with those people, all right? So again, keep that in mind for my next vlog. I have one more coming for my Europe trip or whatever, and yeah, y'all gonna see what happened. But yes, I had a good time overall. Very, very beautiful country based on what I saw. Hallstat was just breathtaking, okay? Very lovely. So like I said, overall, it was a great experience, even with, you know, the little minor hiccup that occurred with some of the people there. It was still cool. But yeah, that's just something you might want to keep in mind, that's what they're known for, is being unfriendly. So there's that. But yeah, that was my experience. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see y'all very soon in the next one. Bye.
You know how sticky it get. yeah, 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 yeah.